Alrighty, boys, let's get a quick game or two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe five, I don't know, of Helldivers 2 poppin'. Let's get in there and free this galaxy in the name of liberty, democracy, and mother effing freedom. Let's freaking. Hold on. What's going on? Why can't I skip this intro cutscene? Oh no. Oh, god damn it. Oh, connection issues. Guess I'll just have to go and play some Overwatch 2 or whatever. God damn. Please, dear God, don't make me play no Overwatch 2. I'm begging you, please. No.
No, God, please, no! No!
No! Just kidding. I'd rather sit here and wait for 10 minutes or however long it takes than sit for 10 minutes waiting for a game of Overwatch 2 only to be put with absolutely terrible teammates because the matchmaking this season, Season 9, is rigged to hell and back. And almost every game you play, it's basically a coin flip. Of heads, you get a good team that gets the job done and doesn't do stupid crap. Or tails, you get a terrible team that plays like they have fewer brain cells and I have missing hair follicles in my receding hairline. Anyway, the state of Overwatch 2 is a video for another day. And by another day, I mean next week. Wink, wink. You know what it feels like to play a game like Helldivers 2 in a world where there are a sea of overpriced cash grabs that feel like they were made in a boardroom by a bunch of suits that want to please the shareholders and make as much money as possible while delivering a product that focuses mainly on selling you overpriced skins and other cosmetics and squeezing the life out of your wallet and then fucking right off to repackaging the game and reselling it to you again next year or 2 years later and trying to dip again into your wallet for microtransactions. That was a long sentence, yeah. Yes, and yes, I'm looking at you, Modern Warfare 3. Instead of focusing on that, the developers and publishers should focus their time and energy on making a fun, engaging, exciting game, and then worry about microtransactions and trying to sell you extra stuff down the line. Because if a game is good, if a game feels like it was made with love and care, if it feels like it was made by gamers for gamers, then yeah, people wouldn't mind opening their wallets and spending money on some skins and other cosmetics in the game. And this is where Helldivers 2 comes in. The game is $39.99. It has an in-game store that sells in-game currency for real-world money. And you know what? That's fine, because this game is freaking amazing. It is fun, it is addicting, but addicting in like a good way, not in a League of Legends or Overwatch 2 kind of way where you play because you've already invested a lot of time and energy into the game and you can't quit because in your head you tell yourself, damn, I put so much time into these ranked games, blah blah blah, to climb where I am. I can't just quit because then all my work will be for nothing. And deep down, what am I really if not for my fancy rank? You know, you gotta understand me. My whole personality revolves around this fancy emblem, these pixels on a screen. I'm a hero in the virtual world, but a zero IRL. Wow. Anyway, this game feels like it was crafted by developers with nothing but love and adoration for games. It feels they made a game that they want to play, that they want to invest hours and hours playing and having fun. Another thing that makes this game fun is the other players in this game. This game is very community driven, I would say. As you can see, every single person who dives into a planet to complete missions contributes to liberating the planet from evil. Everyone has a part to play in liberating the galaxy in the name of democracy. I haven't played a game where the community comes together to do stuff since like, I don't know, probably like the old days of World of Warcraft, like way back in the day. Heck, when we lost the planet, Malevolent Creek, people took to Twitter to express their sadness and feelings of defeat. It was almost like we really lost a planet to the automatons IRL. Like,
Get up! We're almost there! Almost where? Where are we going? Just come to that last ring!
as if the US government just announced that, hey, you know, this planet got taken over by Terminators. And, you know, everybody just felt bad and sad, you know? Now, I get that these are just memes and stuff, but I don't know, when's the last time you played a game that made you feel this way?
Just make sure you take a few steps back.
Alright, so next I'm going to get into the graphics and sound design of Helldivers 2. I'm not going to spend too much time on this topic. I'm just going to do a quick rundown on how the game looks and how it runs. So for context, I'm running the game on a pre-built machine. Yes, I know, pre-builts are the scourge of the earth, and if you're a true PC gamer, you avoid them like the plague. However, I purchased this out of desperation a few years back because my RTX 2080 at the time started showing artifacts, those little Space Invader things on screen, and eventually just stopped displaying anything. I wanted to wait until the RTX 40 series cards come out and pick up our 4080 Ti, but I guess I let temptation get the best of me and got a pre-built Alienware machine. Y'all are gonna say, well, why not just get a 3080 or a 3070? But the problem at the time was there were none in stock at Best Buy or Micro Center. And the only ones you could find to buy were the ones that were being sold by scalpers for a ridiculous markup. And I'd rather chop my boss off with a spoon than send some scalper my hard-earned money. But anyway, I'm not gonna get on a huge tangent, but my PC is packing a RTX 30 Ti, 12900 KF liquid-cooled processor. Has 32 gigabytes of RAM and two 1TB M.2 SSDs. So it's a pretty beefy machine. It can really push out some FPS on high settings. And by the way, I'm playing the game at 1440p. And I'm playing it at the highest settings, except for a few settings like volumetric cloud quality and density, which I feel like are pretty taxing, and you don't even notice much of a difference whether they're on high or on low. And I keep anti-aliasing off because really I just hate it when anti-aliasing makes the game look kind of blurry. I saw some games like, for example, RDR2, it look like I'm playing the game underwater when anti-aliasing is turned on, like my monitor is in a fish tank or something, but whatever. The game runs really well. I get around 80 to 110 FPS. I mainly get 110 when I'm on my ship, around 80 to mid 90s when I'm on a planet, doing stuff, missions, etc. Now, how does the game look? Well, the graphics are absolutely beautiful. Like they're just gorgeous. They're almost jaw-dropping. This game has a lot of planets with different environments and different types of vegetation, and you can really tell the artist did a phenomenal job crafting this game's beauty and elegance. You can take a screenshot at literally any point in the game, and it would be wallpaper worthy. That's how good this game looks, alright? I swear this game looks better than a lot of AAA games that cost $60, $70. It's honestly insane. It's not just the background or the environments you are playing in, it's also how the different enemy types look and how they move and the explosion sound effects. So next up is the gameplay. Oh yeah, the gameplay is rather simple. When you start the game, you go through a quick little boot camp that explains the basics, such as how to shoot your gun, calling stratagems, calling reinforcements when your teammate dies.
How'd you like to
After all that, you immediately get your ship, and then you can walk around to the different computer screens that show different things. And I'll explain a little bit what these do first, about how you start doing missions, and that's. It also feels like you are really. You just walk over to the little map over here, computer map. Your strategies as well when you call them in to annihilate your enemies. And you have the left side; it's all in red because that's like if you go there, you'll be fighting the automatons, and on the right, it's yellow. That's the section that you'll be fighting. You feel the explosions, like for example, the which are like little bugs, and it looks so freaking bad. Oh, and the automatons are like these little Terminator. Here's a quick little robots that have like different like character models and stuff like that. You have like the very basic ones, they'll just be walking around with guns. You have like these really big hulking ones with like chainsaw for hands. You have like the even bigger ones, like hulking ones with nothing but armor, and like they have a shield, and you have tanks, and it's insane. And obviously, you deal with the more difficult ones on like higher difficulties. And on the right, and so what you do is you click on you zoom in, you click on a section, you just pick what planet you want to go to, and when you zoom in on the planet, it shows you, like, you can see in the little white areas that it shows. Alrighty, so next up, we're gonna get right into the gameplay of the game. So the game starts off with you and some other recruit on a ship dropping down into the middle of a desert somewhere. And it's not just some desert, it's actually a training camp. boot camp basically. So all you do is quite simple. It just takes you through like the basic stuff of the game. You teaches how to use your map, how to run around, how to dive and crouch under things. You get to a point where it'll tell you like how to shoot your gun, how to reload ammo, who the enemies are, how to destroy like bug nests and stuff like that. Then you make your way to an area where it shows you how to use your stratagems, and after that, well, it's quite simple. Then it just throws every enemy you have at you. You destroy them with all the tools you've learned, and bada bing, bada boom, you've passed. You got your cape. Sergeant Brash is proud of you, and yeah, then it takes you straight to your ship. Boom, you make it to your ship, and you have all these things here that I'm about to get to into a second. First thing up, we have ship upgrades and stratagems. Stratagems are basically these things that you call down to like aid you in your fight, and there's like a lot of different things you could unlock with like requisition points that you get from completing missions. You have like rail guns, a spear gun, you have like different types of orbital strikes, which are part of the orbital cannon strategy. Then you have like the eagle strikes, which are part of the eagle strategy. And there's just a bunch, like a lot of stuff you can unlock. There's also stuff like turrets, there's like Tesla Tower, anti-personnel minefields, which are like basically just a minefield that drop, grenade launchers, incendiary mines. There's a lot of like things that you can use to unlock and to like help you and aid you in your missions. It's an overwhelming a lot, you know, really, and you can just pick whatever you want, whatever you find fun, or you can just be, you know, one of those losers who likes to play all meta and stuff in a PvE game, you know, which is wild. But anyway, next up is a ship module, and this is basically where you spend your samples, which range from common, super, and rare, and you get them depending on which difficulty you complete. And these range from stuff like increasing ammo, increasing this or that by 10%, reducing the cooldown on certain stratagems by 10%, you know, very basic like stuff like that. Next up is the character customization screen. Now this isn't anything crazy. You can't really customize the way your character looks and like their eyes, their hair, their color, etc. It's really just customizing your armor, and a lot of these armors have bonuses and stuff like 30% increase here and like stats and stuff like that. People do say these are pay to win, and I guess they kind of could be, but I don't think it's anything too crazy in my opinion. You know, it's not like you have this armor and then it's like boom, you're the freaking god of Helldivers 2 or some shit. Nah, you can customize your character, the way their voice sounds, which is just a few options here and there, mainly 2 male, 2 female. You got boosters that give you like little boosts and stuff in your gameplay. You have your career, which shows your stats,
Liberty, prosperity,
you know, just basic stat
democracy.
stuff, what you kill, what you didn't kill, whatever.
Prosperity,
And then you have like the emote, which
Liberty
is
will
just,
not
you know,
fall.
your emote. Yeah, and you can customize your title, which is kind of cool, you know. So to unlock different armor types and weapons for your character, you need 2 currencies: medals, which you earn from playing the game, and super credits, which you can purchase in small amounts with medals that you get from playing the game, or real world money. The price on these really ain't too bad, you know. It ranges from $1.99 for 150 super credits to $19.99 for 2,100 super credits. Pretty cheap, to be honest, compared to other games out there that charge you 60 bucks or whatever for a goddamn horse, like for example in Diablo 4. And you can pick up super credits from the ground on your missions, which really, but you don't really pick up like a whole lot. Now you're probably wondering how to get all these currencies, such as requisition points, medals, samples, and stuff like that. And well, I'm going to show you in just a bit. But first, so real quick on how to hop in a game and start playing. You go up to this little hologram map. As you can see, there's 2 sides, left and right, the red and the yellow. The red is for the automatons, the yellow is for the terminids. And you click on a section, and then you can see the little percentage of how much is liberated. Once you fill that up, boom, the planet's liberated. And that's what I was mentioning earlier about like community driven. More people that fight in that area, the more the bar fills up, and and when you liberate a planet, you move on to a new planet. Then when you click on a planet, the planet pops up, and you can see the little yellow, not yellow, but like the white sections. You can see how many players are currently there, and you can actually dive in there to help them and like give them a helping hand, and etc, etc. And you can choose a difficulty with the slider at the bottom, or if you want, you can press R to just quick play, join quick play, and then yeah, kind of queue up once you find a match, choose your loadout, and then boom, you're ready to go. Alright, now the real meat and potatoes of the game. Once you selected where you want to land, once you've selected your loadout and stuff, boom, you're ready to descend on the planet. And you start descending in a blaze of glory to start liberating the planet, because that's why daddy pays you the big bucks. That's why you get the daddy big buckaroos and $1 million checks and stuff. So once you touch down, sometimes it could be extremely unfortunate, and boom, you're already surrounded by like a bunch of enemies. Maybe not right off the bat, but a bunch of enemies that just start descending on you, and you just gotta be prepared for that. Sometimes it'll be easy, sometimes you can just walk around, explore a bit. And this gameplay right here, as you can see, we were just immediately right off the bat getting shot at. Like we we literally just landed and there's enemies crawling up our ass ready to have their way with us. I mean, look at this, not even like a full 2 minutes in, and they just sent everything. I mean, everything they got at us. We had like 2 Hulks ready to fight. We had those ATT walkers, boom, reinforcements already. Like, what the heck? What the freaking heck? But honestly, I ain't even complaining, because I love it. I love this type of like intense gameplay. And this is the type of gameplay you'll be getting into like a lot, especially with the automatons. I find them harder to fight than the bugs and the terminids, because I feel like they have guns, they can hit you from a distance. And yeah, sure, the terminids have like spitters and stuff like that. They have like invisible bugs and stuff that can like obviously turn invisible, start chasing after you. They have like these hulking bug monsters, and yeah, but nothing compares to the automatons, because these, as you can see, they're just like another reinforcements just dropped in, and like they dropped ATT walker things from Star Wars. And boom, it's just crazy. Look at this. It's like 10 of them right behind me. Look. Well, my teammate kind of wiped them out. Yeah, I'm just running. I'm running, fighting for survival. And this is like the type of gameplay you'll be getting into a lot. With the exception, and look, 2 more. What the hell is going on? I don't even know what the hell happened in this game. This is insane. But as I was saying, you'll be getting into a lot of this, especially on higher difficulties. This is level 5. This is, that's the thing. This is only level 5, and there's like a total of 8 or so level difficulties. This is insane. And as I was saying, I absolutely love it. It's just like, it's fight to the death, last man standing, you know what I mean? No man left behind kind of vibe, and it's crazy. It's fun. Now, once you've done everything there is to do, you call it an extraction, and you have to go to the extraction zone to do that. You type in the little arrow keys and stuff, and then boom, a shuttle comes in to pick you up. And then you get presented with a mission complete screen, and then it shows you exactly how many stars you get for completing the mission. The more stuff you do on a planet, the more stars you get, and then the more rewards you get, obviously. And it shows you like what the total rewards are and how much you got out of those total. You get XP, requisition points, samples, and medals for completing challenges and stuff like that. And then you take those, and then you go back to your ship, and then you spend them on whatever it is you need to spend them on, upgrades, etc., and bada bing, bada boom. It's that simple. That's basically like the whole gameplay loop. You drop on a planet, you fight to the objectives, do side objectives if you want to. The more stuff you do, the more the rewards you get, and then you dip, and then you spend your currencies on stuff that you want, and then repeat, rinse and repeat. So we've reached the conclusion to this video, and y'all are wondering, well, what do I think of the game? What is my final verdict? Well, why would I rate it and stuff like that? Well, I'm sure y'all already know what I think of the game. I think this game is amazing. It's worth every penny in its $40 price tag, and then some. It's a game that makes me feel happy and excited to play. I mean, I literally wake up in the morning excited to play this game. Like, I have that Helldivers like itch going on first thing in the morning. Developers do a great job communicating with the players, updating them on the state of the game, constantly releasing new content every now and then. If I were to give this game a score, I give it maybe a 9 out of 10, because earlier I said the game can be pretty repetitive when it comes to its gameplay, since all you do is just drop on a planet, complete objectives, extract out of there, spend your currency on upgrades and stuff, and then you just repeat. It's there's no PvP or anything, which is a good thing. It doesn't need a PvP. I feel like that'll just make the game more toxic. But which can get boring. Like I said, this gameplay can get boring after a while for some people. But personally, I enjoy it. I really like it. It's simple and fun, and it's great. Yeah, it's just great. So that being said, I'd like to thank you for watching the whole entire video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, give me a sub and a like, and leave a comment telling me if you enjoyed it or not, and how can I improve. This is the first ever YouTube video I've ever made, and you know, your feedback would be amazing. I hope y'all have a great day, and see y'all later. Bye bye.